Alright, how's it going, everyone? Marriland here. Sorry, the stream's a little bit delayed. I was having a problem starting the stream. Like, it was really weird. You know, obviously I test stuff out beforehand and everything looked fine, but it wasn't until I hit start streaming that it's like, hey, there's this error, there's this big problem or something. So, I don't know. I'm having to use a different encoder and all that stuff, so it's gonna be a little weird. And also I'm what's called dropping frames, so if it stutters or if it skips a little bit, that's why. That looks to be more of like my internet connection though, and some people I know in the area, they've had some issues too lately, so it might just be my cable company, which kind of stinks. All right, so anyway, yes, we're switching to Sunday for the rest of June for these streams. Previously, I was doing them on Wednesdays. That was just when I started up the first kind of surprise one, and we kept it a tradition. I think I actually did it on a Thursday one time because I had something planned for that next Wednesday, but generally they've been on Wednesdays. So we're going to be switching it to Sunday for the rest of the month, and then we'll kind of see how it goes from there. But anyway, here is the update. We'll kind of talk about what's been going on in the week as far as Pokemon news, as far as my website updates, stuff like that. I will be trying to get through that before I do much in the way of like answering questions from the chat, just so people that are watching after the fact can get to their information right away. I think that's probably for the best. Okay, so let's get right to it, shall we? Let's do a look here at the new set that was announced that I covered over on my website. Evolving Skies, it's called. So this features a bunch of evolutions and Dragon-type Pokemon, which will be kind of cool. So yeah, there's going to be over 200 cards. There's the cursor. I wasn't showing the cursor. There's going to be over 200 cards in the set, so it'll be a big set. And there's going to be Pokemon V and Pokemon V Max of each and every one of the evolutions, which are going to be wild. I've seen some of the set in Japanese, and some of the art looks just adorable. It looks wonderful. But they're also bringing back Dragon-type Pokemon in the card game. So obviously in the video games, you know, there's like, what, 18 different types? But in the card game, they merge types together oftentimes. So things like ice, they're merged with water. Things like bug are typically merged with grass. So a bug type would be a grass type in the card game. Well, going way back to the beginning, Dragon was originally colorless. It was represented by colorless. Or normal, which, you know, normal is colorless in that. But I don't remember when it was, but at some point they added an actual dragon type. I think it was in Gen 5, I want to say. Maybe Gen 6. I don't remember exactly when, but it was kind of cool. So, they've gone back and forth whether they've had it or not. They never really added a basic dragon energy though, so it's just been like a type it could be, so that could be something, which I don't know, it's kind of cool. But anyway, with Gen 8 they kind of removed it again, and they removed the fairy type as well. That was in Gen 7, Gen 6 and 7, and they just merged it back with Psychic. But anyway, they're bringing back Dragon-type Pokemon, so that'll be kind of interesting. And again, they aren't going to use Dragon Energy. They'll be using, like, a lot of different types of energy. So that'll be kind of cool, because I guess until recently, or until this set, you know, they've been represented by colorless again, which is fine. But yeah, these seem kind of neat. Now, they didn't have... I just took what was from the media alert, and... then I was saying they didn't have any preview cards, which is kind of a shame, but they did at least kind of say, here's what's in the set: 15 Pokemon V Max, 18 Pokemon V, 33 full art Pokemon V. Oh my goodness. A lot of trainer cards and supporter cards. Although I feel like this isn't that crazy. And then a new special energy card, which I'm guessing is some kind of dragon type thing. I haven't looked too much into the Japanese sets. But yeah, then they also have elite trainer boxes. Look at these things. There's 2 versions. And then there's 2 versions of each of those versions. There's this bottom one here. This is the one you get on the Pokemon Center website. Hopefully. Hopefully I'll get lucky. Hopefully they'll be ramping up production. I mean, I know it'll take a while. They did mention that last year due to increased demand, but it might just take some time. So hopefully they'll have it. I've seen a lot more reports of there being more, like Shining Fates and stuff in stock, which is good. But yeah, these look really neat. I like these. These ones cost $10 more, but they have 2 extra packs, and they have metallic damage counter dice, which is kind of cool. And then there's the build and battle boxes that they kind of mentioned in this update, which is kind of like your pre-release box. In fact, some places might even go back to doing pre-releases, which is kind of cool. So yeah, anyway, that was just an update I worked on this week. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Yeah, it'll probably be based off of Eevee Heroes, and I think there's a new Dragon set coming out in Japan as well, so they're probably merging that together. I know that they release expansion sets in Japan like crazy. Like, they get them so much more often than we do outside of Japan, so they oftentimes will merge together sets. Alright, so that's basically it for that update. As for other things going on, there's E3 that's going on right now, and I don't really have much to show. I'm not going to be doing live reactions. I'm not going to be doing any of that. I figured I'd just talk about anything I've seen, but we don't need to spend too much time on that. What I would like to show, though, is well, a week and a half ago, I think I was talking about the IV calculator. That's what I've been working on with Matan, one of the programmers I have over the summer, which will be cool, helping out with some tools. But anyway, this is looking really good now. So this is the IV calculator, and it is it's pretty functional now. So what we can do is we can hit calculate, and hopefully, yeah, there we go. So you can see, like, hey, here are all of the possible HP IVs this could have. You'll be able to find when you can kind of slim it down if you check again at level 15, so that'll narrow it down for you. The attack has to be here in this range. I'm pretty sure all of these are 31, except for attack, which is 30, in this test case at least. But it's cool, because now it says, oh yeah, that's confirmed, etc. And what's really nice is this looks really good on mobile as well. Take a look at it here. Now it's gonna be a little small because again I don't really have I don't have this set up so it looks good. I mean, obviously you're probably watching this on not on a phone, and even if you were watching on a phone, yeah. But even at this, like, you can kind of see how this looks here. Like, you know, it all bunches together and it's just so much more orderly. It'll be a nice experience on the phone, which is really cool. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, it's a little less important. I mean, it's still very important, but like starting in Gen 6, you know, they made the judge. Actually, technically, I think it was in Gen 5, but it was so hard to get perfect IVs then, and that was really all it helped tell you. Whereas at least in Gen 6 and onwards, they made it easier to get perfect IVs. So, you know, that's what most people care about. But even like if you're playing older games, or even if you're playing new ones and you just want to find out what the random Pokemon stats or IVs are, like, you're not really going for it, you're curious. Like, the goal is this will help you with that, which will be kind of cool. Yeah, but anyway, this will be really neat. There's still some more work that needs to be done on it. And I have, like, kind of a test suite thing that I've been working on that will run, like, 100 levels worth of tests to make sure everything is good. But this will be still a pretty useful tool. Alright, so anyway, that's the main stuff I've been working on this week. Looks like we're lagging a little bit. I apologize about that. Nothing I can really do. I think internet's just being weird today. Computer's being weird today. Kind of strange, but I guess that's how it goes. Okay, so that's really all I had to say. So we have E3 coming up. E3 is gonna be, I don't know, I think it's still all digital, which is, you know, that's how it goes. I haven't paid much attention, to be honest, because there's not really that much I'm looking, like, forward to. I think Nintendo's is, I want to say on Tuesday, right? I feel like that's when it is. So that would that'll probably have some interesting news. I think it was going to be like a 40-minute broadcast. Oh man, if it's 40 hours, I don't even know. What's E3? It stands for Electronic Entertainment Expo, and it previously it was like kind of like not a convention, but they've kind of started turning it into a convention. But it's essentially like a trade show. It's where a lot of the video game publishers, developers, etc., they go there to, you know, showcase their new games, usually make big announcements. The past 2 years, I mean, you know, this year and then last year, obviously with COVID and everything, they kind of had to do it all digitally. But that's typically what it was all about. It's really more of the games industry getting together, as opposed to specifically like being viewer centric. But over the past several years, they've tried to make it into more of a show, and you know, you can tune in live and watch it. Every video game publisher, or at least a lot of them, they'll do either like live stream events or announcements or stuff like that. If you've seen a Nintendo Direct, think kind of like that, except for a lot of different publishers. I know Square Enix, I think they just did theirs, or maybe they're still doing theirs. I really don't know. But that will be interesting to see what kind of gaming news comes out of E3 this year. And then hopefully things can get back to normal for next year, and it'll be a physical show again. But, you know, safety first. That's really important. Hey, greetings from India. Nice! Gamer Christmas, I heard some people consider E3 as. I mean, I guess so. It's kind of like that. I know a lot of people really get excited for it. I'm in this weird place. Like, it's so strange. I haven't been that excited about, like, video gaming stuff in a while. It's not even that I don't like games, like, by any means. It's just, like, I don't know. I guess I just like playing. I feel like I have so many games I need to get around to playing that it's just kind of like I don't need more on my plate. But it doesn't really mean that I'm against it. It's just, it takes a lot for me to get excited about stuff. I tend to like more indie stuff, I think I find. You know, I would like to see more, even just a little bit more about Breath of the Wild 2, whatever the sequel ends up being. I've been replaying a little bit of Breath of the Wild on Master Mode, just like if I have just a little bit of time at the end of the night. I've been so busy. I think I've had one like day off. Now that's not to say I'm working 12 hours a day every day, but I've had one proper day off in the past month and a half, and it's really grating on me. So like anytime I can get that, I just have a little tiny window. It's just been really relaxing, just like exploring the world. I've been not fast traveling in that game, so that's been wild. But yeah, yeah, anyway, that's kind of... I'm looking forward to finding out more about it. I know Breath of the Wild is very polarizing by a lot of Zelda fans because it doesn't fit the mold that a lot of Zelda games have had. But I kind of like it because it really kind of fits the mold for... like Zelda 1. I mean, you know, it's this big open world for you to just kind of explore and piece things together, and I love Zelda 1. I think that was the first one I played. Oh hey, happy birthday to you, King Sadao. Nice. No, not really too late. We just got all the main stuff out of the way. I don't actually have that much to talk about. I mean, I got like the news and stuff, so we're pretty much just talking about E3 and stuff right now. And Just if anyone has any expectations or thoughts or whatever. I think I saw that they were releasing Final Fantasy, like, pixel remasters. I didn't really see much. Again, I was kind of setting up for this stream and everything, but they look kind of cool. Like, I don't really like the new styles, so if I could see... Oh man, I'm just trying to imagine playing an actual pixel remaster of Final Fantasy 3, like not the SNES one that we got originally, but like the NES one, because they only, as far as I know, they only did the 3D version of that in English, so that'd be pretty wild. Yeah, alright, so anyway, that's pretty much everything I had going on right now. So I didn't do an Ask in Advance this week, and I'm really trying to give some thought to the overall, like, what I want to do with streaming and just that kind of stuff. So I can't really play, like, video game stuff until August on YouTube. Thanks, Twitch. But that's kind of, you know, I'm just trying to think. But I also feel like with the Ask in Advance and just questions and answers, I feel like we've kind of gone through just about everything too. And even over the past several weeks where I was doing it, you know, there weren't too many people asking. So I want to make sure I have a good way for people to, that are like members or patrons, that they can ask in advance. But I'm almost wondering if it might be good to just reevaluate if that is a good idea or not. Because I don't want it to be like bombarding everyone with posts and questions all the time. Like, I want to find cool, fun things to do that are just kind of chilling that I know I can do. And what's been nice is, like, I've been able to do all this, which is really good. But I don't know. I just need to kind of think about what I want to do for like the next month or so as far as streaming goes. And just find a good way to get back. But going back to something else here. Let me see if I can pull up a link on that really fast. Where did it go? I did the poll over on YouTube here, and it was just to see, hey, you know, should I do the booster box opening? Should I do that live, or should I do it kind of more like produced, like a standard thing? Because I still have another one that my friends at Pokemon had sent me, and that's super cool. It's super exciting. Okay, so here are the results of the poll, and it was really interesting. So I did ask, for the third Chilling Reign box I have, should I do it as a standalone video or a live stream? And it was going back and forth for the longest time, but then the standalone video has taken the lead, and it's a pretty substantial lead. Yeah, so if the stream pauses, that's what's called buffering, or dropping frames. It's stuttering. It means that there's an issue with my internet connection. It's just kind of choppy today. There's nothing I can really do about it. I was having some technical issues as well. If it just chops, just wait. It's just kind of how it goes. Shouldn't be any major issues, I hope, but just kind of keep that in mind. Nothing I can really do right now except deal with it. But anyway, let's get back to over here. So yeah, this was, you know, an interesting dilemma to have. It's like, which way do I go with this? So I think I'm gonna do it as a standalone video. Honestly, even as I was writing up this post, that's kind of what I was thinking of doing anyway. I was thinking that doing just a standalone version would probably work out better anyway. So it will be more of a quicker opening as well. So, you know, usually I take my time with stuff, and that's fine. I'll still admire cards, but since I have another video, I can tell people, hey, if you want more in-depth thoughts on stuff, here you go. So realistically, I could probably get through that final booster box in about 30 minutes if I'm not streaming it. If I am streaming it, it would take longer, just because I kind of like to chill and just have a good time and just kind of chat and stuff. So yeah, anyway, I'll probably work on this later this week, this upcoming week, really. So that'll be a project. So look forward to that. That'll be fun. And then, I'm not really sure what after that. I believe there's a chance there might be some Elite Trainer boxes as well. Like I said, June is going to be the month of Chilling Reign. There's plenty coming here. And I would also like to give away some TCG Online codes towards the end of the month on a live stream as well. I think that'd be pretty cool. In fact, I wonder if I can even do it on like this video. I don't know how, but that could be neat. I just need to find a good way. I just don't want it to be like scooped up by bots or something. Like, that's not cool. All right, so anyway, that's really the main stuff I had going on right now. How would you all feel about opening up some cards, or watching me open up some cards on TCG Online? I think that could be kind of fun. I did get ready some booster packs to open that my friends of Pokemon sent me. Like I said, they sent me a lot. And I'll have some to give away, but I want to make sure people have a good opportunity for it. Just they know in advance. Oh, sorry if that's loud. Yeah, this will just give me something to do. We can just kind of chill and just chat and have a good old time. And then get back to watching E3, don't worry. Don't worry. Alright, let's get this loaded really fast here. Alright, I think we're good. I want this one. There we go. Hey, nice. And it looks like everything's all set. Cool. So yeah, are y'all ready for this? Let's see, I think I had it in my booster packs. Yeah, right there. We got a box of Vivid Voltage that they sent me. What's my favorite Pokemon set I opened on the channel? Oh man, I'm trying to remember. There was one that I opened that I had like insane pulls on, and that was really fun. I really like the thumbnails I did for Battle Styles though. That was pretty fun. I really don't know though. Yeah, how's it going, Colby? Thanks, Champion Brandon. Hopefully you have a nice one as well. All right, let's open this thing up. Just give us something to chill with. I wonder if I'll get the Rainbow Pika. That'd be pretty cool. Alright. Ooh, Leon, nice. There's so many cards in this set, it's crazy. Ooh. Versatile Oshawott. Regirock. I must have already had that. So do any of you have, like, games or announcements you're looking forward to at E3? Terrakion, nice. Is there anything that's, like, exciting you? I mean, we'll probably get some Pokemon news. I'm not expecting, like, a ton, but I would guess we'd probably see at least some kind of gameplay for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Oh, wow. Oh, it's just on that. That's still kind of okay, though. Whale Lord, yeah! The Outer Worlds 2 announcement was pretty funny. I didn't see that. Is that serious? Because I thought they just released the Outer Worlds not that long ago. Yeah, and something to remember is Pokemon, they can usually do their own announcements. So, like, they might have some stuff on the Nintendo one, but, like, I wouldn't expect the world. Like, they usually they'll go over stuff that, you know, might not have been covered on the one. Man, you know what I could use right now? I could use like a Pokemon V or something exciting. You know what? I know what I need. I need the power of the six-leaf clover. Yes. I did get that laminated, and I have it right here by my desk to bring me some good luck. Ooh, that seemed to work pretty well. It's an amazing Celebi. That's cool. The new Mario and Rabbids game? Oh, yeah. That is right. I played a little bit of the first one. I never actually got around to finishing it. That's kind of wild that they're making another one, though. Oh, that's cute. I love that art of Charmander. Shedinja. How many packs have I opened? I feel like this is a dry spell. Oh, we've opened 8. Alright. Let's tear this one open. Yeah, I could see getting another Smash Fighter revealed. Oh, yeah! There we go! Look at that! Ooh! Golden Galarian Obstagoon. Oh, yeah, it's shining, too. Look at this shiny thing. That is really cool. Untamed Shout. I mean, put 3 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. That's pretty cool. This is great. I'm so glad to have that. The only downside is it is untradeable. Any of these packs, all the cards in them, as well as the packs themselves, are untradeable. That's fine. If ever I make a deck with it, it's cool. I think that's neat that they kind of have that in place, so for any kind of like promo stuff. Okay, that was a good card. Still not a Pokemon V, though. It's weird to go through so many and not see one. But I will certainly take that. Got a Champion's Path pin collection on the way? Oh, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Hopefully you get some good stuff. Hopefully. I think Champion's Path, that was the one with this, right? I think so. May you get this. Or whatever else you're looking for. I was so thrilled when I got that. Oh, you got an Elite Trainer box of Shining Fates. Nice! That's awesome, Shiny Misty. Congrats. Yeah, I was just talking a little earlier about how it seems like they're... Shining Fates in particular, they are more and more in stock, which is good. Like, I think it's starting to happen. It's just taking its time. Meanwhile, this box has been very dry. Oh, there we go. Okay. Finally, a Pokemon V. I did get a really cool shiny golden Obstagoon, which is cool. But that was it, really. Well, amazing Celebi as well. But now there's finally a Pokemon V. How many packs in was that? Ow! Ow, so that's like, what, 15 packs, I think? No, I can't math. That's 13. Very dry. Pulled secret rare. Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. It just feels weird to go that long without a Pokemon V. That's really the thing. Cheese. I'd probably have some Moo cheese. Man, I pulled another one of these. I think it was also reverse foil. It's so weird. And another Wailord, too. That looks cool, though. That Dredge Up could be really nasty. Man, I had a friend over yesterday, and it was really fun because we had a chance to play some old Pokemon TCG decks. So he ended up getting a set of the 4 Pokemon World Championship decks from 2011. So that was like during the era of like Pokemon G, like the Galactic Pokemon and Pokemon SP. There was this Beedrill deck that was just insane. He got that set up so fast. There was this like Galactic deck that had everything in it that I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on with it. I don't think it was a good counter to the one, but we had a really close game on our first match. He used, we both had Nidoqueen in the deck, which kind of like heals, but he had a Flygon level X, and I had, what did I have? It wasn't Nidoqueen, it was, shoot, what was it? Well, it was really fun. I enjoyed that. Like, those are back in the days when I used to play. Those decks are from those days, which was just really nostalgic, kind of going back there. Ooh, that looks cool. Look at that Zygarde. I'm trying to remember if I've seen that thing before. Like, even in the physical cards. It just doesn't look familiar. Whimsicott! Considering entering next Challenge Cup in your area for video game category. Nice! Good luck with that. That could be cool. Oh, I love Flareon. That's really wild if it has the memory capsule attached. Grass Pokemon in play have no abilities if it does. Ooh, that's cool. That could do a lot of damage. Man, I tell you, after looking at all this stuff... Oh, it was Gengar! That's what it was. I hate Gengar. That stupid Gengar with Feigning Spell. It had an effect, it was a Poke Power, where if you get knocked out, then you flip a coin. If you get heads, then the attacking Pokemon also gets knocked out too. It's so dumb. I got both heads with that, so, like, I feel like I shouldn't have even won. It was a close match. I was almost out of my deck, too. How many packs do I have left? 17. Okay, so we're a little bit more than halfway through. And again, huge thanks to my friends at Pokemon for sending me some codes. It's a Stormfront one? Yeah, I think so. I think so. It was really nasty. Don Fan. Jeez, 1 for 120. Does 20 damage to each of your bench, though. That hurts. That's a lot of damage. Oh, yeah, I love the Mystery Dungeon Rescue DX series. I was really proud of how it turned out. The thing just looks funny. Like, I'm just not used to it, like, standing upright like that. This looks like it's standing really tall. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, during that whole era, there weren't a lot of good supporter cards as far as, like, drawing and stuff. I'd forgotten about that, but, like, you know, pretty much every deck ran that Claydol. There was this Claydol that had a really versatile power, Poke Power it was, and you could put 1 or 2 cards from your hand on the bottom of your deck, and if you did, you would draw cards until you had 6 in your hand. So it was very versatile. I actually had to use that against Flygon level X, because Flygon, it had an ability that you would have to discard the top card of your deck at the start of every turn, like the opponent would. Like if you have Flygon, that was what made it good. It just mills your opponent just passively. And it can hit any level X's for 150, which is insane. So it was a really good card. But, I really had to be very cautious. Like, I played my hands and stuff just right. I wasn't playing cards. And I was using Claydol to put the cards on the bottom to kind of keep keep my deck, like, I didn't want to deck myself, because if you run out of cards in your deck and you can't draw at the beginning of your turn, you lose. So that's not a good thing. Ooh, wind-up cannon, that's cool. With some shinies, not the shiny, but you could care less about that. Ah. Yeah, there's a lot. I'm glad you got some. Yo! Thank you so much, Kireo, for the $20 super chat. Holy smokes. Saying hello, looking forward to the Eevee Hero set. Oh yeah, I was talking about that a little bit earlier. I'm really pumped for that. Like, you know, I usually don't look too much into the Japanese cards, but I saw everyone talking about these, and they look super adorable. Like, I love all of the evolutions that are going to be in that set, so that'll be really fun. That with dragons and stuff like that. Hopefully, my friends at Pokemon will hook me up so we can have a fun time going through a box or so. Like, that'll just be great. Or whatever they send me, honestly. Like, that'd be wonderful. But I'm looking forward to that. I think that'll be just a really fun set. I need to get the VMAX Leafeon. I haven't seen it. I've seen that Espeon. That one's like... It's so well known. But yeah, Leafeon's great. I want to get them all. Doesn't that Snorlax just look small? It just kind of does. Got Rillaboom V, Surfetched, and Grimmsnarl VMAX. Also got Crobevy. Nice. Shiny Misty. Oh yeah, it's insane how they release so many cards in Japan. It's crazy. I feel like they already do that here nowadays too. Hey, what's a kiss? I love that art. It's just so funny. Oh, there we go. Look at that. A little happiness. All right, how much do we have left? We have 6 packs left. Okay, let's see. Yeah, one of the things I want from the what was it? Evolving Skies. That's the set name. Ooh, that looks cool. One of the things I want from that is the Elite Trainer boxes. Like, I think those sleeves in there are gonna be just awesome. Once Chilling Rain hits, you know what you're gonna be doing till August? Oh yeah. Alright, we got 3 left. Is that alternate artwork Orbeetle? Yeah, it's the full art version. It looks like... Which, wait, did I get the normal one? I'm trying to remember. What did I get? Let's see. Is there a way to show the things I got most recently? Maybe not. It's probably in here somewhere. I did? Okay, I thought I just got it. I couldn't remember if that was like a VMAX I was looking at or not. Oh, I should probably do show owned. That's why nothing's showing up, silly. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I don't think this really tells me when I got anything. We can do a filter for Vivid Voltage at least. It'd be cool if there was a way to, like, look back at stuff you just got. Okay, so we have those Toga Kiss. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. These are the same. Because there's this one and then this. This one just looks cooler. And it's rarer. Alright. Open it up! Do. Oh, yeah! Look at that! There's the big Pika! P! Nice. Oh, look at that, lad. Oh, that's fantastic. Because I have 2 of the Pikachu V, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Final pack. Do. All right, let's see. Ninjask and... Oh, look at that! Okay, I'm happy with that. That's a good way to end things. Full art Ampharos V. I don't have that, like the physical card. It's so cute, though. I love Ampharos. Oh, that's wonderful. What does it even do? Wow, damaging Spark is really nice. Does 30 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has any damage counters on it? That's really a lot of pressure. Geez, if they don't have a way to heal their bench, and if you can hit them for even 10 damage, there's a lot of things that just hit everything for one damage counter or 10 damage. And then you just use this and just, like, completely overwhelm them. That could be really fun. Nice. Yeah, very nice. Oh, we'll have to do this some more in the future. I still have plenty. And like I've been kind of teasing, I think it'd be good if this is, something you all are interested in. I have some I can give away, and I think that is really a good solution to that. So you can enjoy the fun of that. But I just want to make sure everyone's kind of like prepared. So like, make sure you're logging in. I'm not doing it today, but I'm just saying, like, when I do that, I want to make sure it's something y'all can have a chance to get in on. I think that'd be cool if we did something like that closer to the end of the month. I think that'll be nice. All right. Anyway, that'll do it for that. So, yeah. I know it's a little bit shorter of a stream today, but again, didn't really have as much going on. That's fine. Not every stream has to be super exciting, and especially with there being some kind of like internet issues and tech issues, it's probably for the best. Before I go, I definitely want to make sure I don't forget this, because I have a habit of that. I definitely want to give thanks to all of the Pearl supporters over on Patreon, as well as the Shiny Big Service members here on YouTube. Thank you so much, Tomochi Una, 597, Lufia, Aperture, Mickey Conway, Sandra Keyser, and Shiny Misty. Thank you so much for your support. It really does mean a lot. And yeah, I think that's gonna do it. So again, the schedule now, let me see, how many Sundays are there left? Yeah, so there should still be 2 more Sundays left in June. We'll probably know more about like anything at E3 this week, so we'll probably have more to talk about next week, which will be really cool. Oh hey, thank you so much, Black Knight, for the $5 super chat saying, am getting both games. Nice, well that's awesome. Glad to hear it. I probably will be as well. Definitely have a Well, at least the originals have a special place in my heart, which is really nice. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. And, oh man, everyone's like, wait, don't go! Don't go! Thank you so much, Kenneth Saunders, for the $1.99 super chat with just a big old thumbs up. So thank you so much for that. Oh man, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. Y'all sneaking in at the last moment, I tell you. I mean, I don't know if there's anything else y'all want to talk about, too. I mean, I just, you know, we open up the box, we're kind of out of topics. Like, I already went through everything on my list. I mean, you know, I could stick around if you have anything going on right now. I always feel bad if I'm leaving and, like, people are, like, being generous. Like, here, have money. I'm like, whoa. All right, maybe I should just stick around. Not because I want more, but just it's like, it's just kind of one of those awkward things. It's like, no, I'm sorry, I was just on my way out. Pokemon Q&A. Yeah, so I mean, we can just ask questions. I don't have anything else prepared for today. Like, that's really the thing. So this is also strawberry watermelon, in case any of you are curious. I need to get some new, this is so mundane and boring, but I need to get new, new cups. Like, these ones, I don't think anything's actually, like, wrong with it. I think it's just, like, a visual kind of thing. But these plastic ones, when I run them through the dishwasher, they just kind of, I don't know, get a little frosted looking, which they are fine, but it's just, it's kind of weird, in case you were wondering why it looks a little odd. Yo, CJ Williams, thank you so much for the $2.99 super chat saying, my turn. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, fine. I'll stick around a little bit more until you get, like, so bored of me or something. Do I have a water softener? I don't have, like, a dedicated one, and I do kind of have hard water. But I do use, like, a water filter, at least for my drinking water. So that it's probably just due to that. It's probably, like, some buildup. But I also, all my other stuff, like my dishes and stuff, don't really get affected by it. So it's probably just, like, the plastic or something. I just need to get new ones. No games are expensive, isn't that right? I mean, if you're buying the newest games for the newest systems, yeah. But honestly, like, games aren't actually that expensive nowadays, if you actually think about it, which is a little weird to say. And I'm not trying to say, oh, $60, $70 is cheap, but, like, in all honesty, back in my day, like in the SNES era, like, they were $70, $80 even back then for a game, which is crazy. Like, I'm super budget when it comes to games. Like, I always wait until there's a sale because I have such a big big backlog. Not a big black log, don't worry. I have a big backlog of games, and trying to like decide, you know, A, what I want to play, but even B, what do I want to add to my roster? If I'm not gonna get to stuff right away, I don't want to pay full price for it. So, you know, so I'll usually just wait, and I get a lot of stuff on sale. Also, hello everyone tuning in. We're kind of wrapping things up, but I think people were more interested in just sticking around and stuff. So we'll just kind of just chat. We're just having a good old time. Saw Pokemon Leaf Green going for $80 at a used game store, and Sword and Shield was $40. That's a pretty good deal on Sword and Shield, honestly. But yeah, used Pokemon games are now going for a lot. I'm glad I have, like, pretty much all the ones I need. Favorite old school Pokemon game? Like, old school as in, like, what generation? I mean, like, it's very subjective. I would probably say, I mean, if we're counting Gen 4 and under, I would say probably Platinum. Try to set more reminders so you can tune in on time. Oh, no worries. I changed the schedule as well. We're doing it on Sundays for the month of June at 3 p.m. Central Time. And as a reference, it's almost 4 right now. So, we'll see how that goes. It's like, this is, well, technically I streamed last week at this time as well, but it was for the booster box opening. So, yeah. What happened to make the older Pokemon games skyrocket in value? I think it's a lot of like stuff due to the pandemic and people having money and wanting to get things and having time on their hands and using it as an investment. Like, it's crazy. There's a lot to it for sure. Oh, Super Mystery Dungeon. Nice. Yeah, I really love the Super Mystery Dungeon series I did. Ready for EV Heroes / Evolving Skies in August? Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Crystales has a release date? When is it? Reminder for Sundays at 3. Yeah, there we go. And again, that's Central Time. So just for reference for any of you who aren't in Central Time, at least for me right now, it's 4 p.m. if you're watching this live. Oh, it's in July. Wow, that's right around the corner. Spent a lot of money on a 2-foot-tall Eevee plushie. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's really cool, though. I was so tempted to get that big Slowpoke plush. They had a big Slowpoke plushie that was like, I think $450. I'm just like, Do I ever plan on making another Terraria series or not? In all honesty, probably not. I mean, I love the game, I really do, but I feel like I was very comprehensive for it back in 1.3, and I just don't really want to have to do that all again. Like, honestly, the main direction I'm going to be going with my channel is Pokemon stuff now. But I still love Terraria. Like, it's fantastic. Would I consider doing any shiny hunts live at any point? Maybe. If the Q&A format is still something people would like, then that would be a really good thing to do just in the background as opposed to just my face. I just can't do any like video game stuff like proper. I think TCG Online just opening packs is fine, but just wanting to play within the rules. You Pixelmon? I don't really want to. I've done that before and it never ends well. I'm sure you can find plenty of creators that are doing that though. It's just not really something I find interesting, especially solo. It's just so doesn't work. It did shiny hunt just now? I mean, yeah, that's not quite it. Not quite. It's the old days already? Yeah. Yeah, the old days. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy how, like, so much has changed, but at the same time, not a lot has, you know? I really just want to go back to those days, you know? You know, I haven't gotten a single shiny in Dynamax Adventures. Not a single one. Not just legendaries, but like anything. And I've done well over 100. I just do that with friends every now and then, and it's a fun time. We've had some really good moments, but it's just so depressing. It's like, so I'd probably just like hatch for eggs or something. Do another Nuzlocke, can you be a Pokemon? No, I don't name Pokemon after viewers. There's a lot of problems with that. Namely, anyone dying. That's never any fun. Oh, I haven't even gotten any of the legendaries. That's a sad thing. It's like they have all these legendaries, but if you catch one of them, you can't get it again. So, like, it's just a shame. Like, you know, I would love to have some of them, but it's like, well, if I catch it, then I can never get a shiny version of it. So I have to keep grinding until it's shiny. I don't know. If you faint, you're banned from the channel until the end. Yeah, there we go. We'll really make it hardcore. That's the way to do it. Yeah, you want to be named after it? Sure, but then if something dies, if you're the one who dies, you're gone. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, if you choose the shiny. Obviously, it doesn't show up shiny, like the legendaries and Dynamax adventures don't show up shiny until you catch them. Can I play Minecraft on here? I can, but I'm not going to. No, that era is over. I have plenty of Minecraft videos, like older ones, on my channel, but no, those days are done for me. At least in all likelihood. I did a lot over on Facebook, though. You track that down, like, there's a big playlist with, like, a year's worth of, just my world. That was really cool. I kind of missed that. Like, I had a lot of fun just kind of being dedicated to a world over time. Like, that worked out really well. A risk you're willing to take. That would be a fun concept, though, if people... Like, if I'm not gonna do it, but like if a streamer does that and then they have that rule where if you get knocked out, like the Pokemon you wanted to be named after, if it gets knocked out, you get banned from the channel until the series is over. Like they could, you know, they could unban you afterwards, but like that would be wild. Why are you shaking violently? Are you holding your phone in a way that would cause that? Because I'm moving. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sleeping. Isn't banning a bit harsh? Oh yeah, I'm just saying as like a gimmick, you know. It wouldn't be done for serious, like, you know, people would kind of know that. Like, it wouldn't be, you know, banning because you're in trouble. It'd just be like, hey, those are the consequences, you know. You remember my first Pokemon game I got and played? First, as in first I beat and not just played? Oh yeah, no, it was Pokemon Blue. I don't remember the date that I beat it, but I remember I got it on September 30th, 1998. And I was super looking forward to it. Like, I was looking forward to it for such a long time. And then when I finally had it, it's like, oh man, this is great. It's wonderful. You donate money to have my Pokemon be so let another switch in? What the heck? That'd be so weird. Yeah, I'm not ever planning on doing that, by the way. Got your original Gen 1 cartridges? Though I haven't tested whether the batteries still work. Yeah, I had to do a very careful operation on my my old Gen 1 and Gen 2 cartridges because I wanted to stream them. So I did, and I think for, what was it, Blue? I don't think I replaced the batteries, which is pretty wild. And somehow it survived, or maybe Yellow did. But I had from way back, like they used to sell the craziest things. I had what's called a, what was it called? A memory card manager or something? And basically it was like this Game Shark or Game Genie looking thing that you'd plug in and you would like, you'd put the game in there and it would be weird, but basically how it would work is you can back up your saves, which was really awesome from back in the day, but it became extremely useful like 20 years later when it's like, wow, these batteries are dying, I should back up my saves and then replace the battery. So I actually managed to do that on several of my games, like my original Blue. I think almost every one of my Pokemon games from back then I managed to back up, which is great. Which is really great. Yeah, so anyway, I wish everyone could do that, because it's really sad to see all those memories go away, but I'm really glad I was able to preserve them. Which starter in blue did I choose? I'm honestly trying to remember. I think it was Bulbasaur, but I'm not sure. I know it wasn't Charmander, though. I just don't remember if it was Bulbasaur or Squirtle. You can't use those cartridges in the original DS or DS Lite. They would support Game Boy Advance games, but not Game Boy or Game Boy Color games. But if you had a Game Boy Advance, that supports Game Boy and Game Boy Color games, which is kind of cool. Wait, you can change the tint on the Virtual Console? I don't think you can. That was one of the complaints I had. What's really cool for the original Red and Blue is I originally played it, I think, on a Super Game Boy. And I had a Game Boy as well, but they had cool color schemes and color palettes and like a border you could play it on if you played it on the SNES Super Game Boy attachment. Like, that was really neat. It's crazy how was your childhood era playing Pokemon walkthroughs and now we're able to interact after all these years. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool having that opportunity. That is one of the nice things about like the live chats, especially if they're just it's kind of more chill. Oh, and I missed this comment earlier. You wanted to watch normal Diamond and playthrough videos and always ended up on mine and ended up hating it. Now you always find me amazing. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I guess back in the day, you know, the whole, like, let's play kind of style. I mean, I never really thought of mine as a let's play for a while. But, you know, that was still very new. I'm sure people just... Why are you talking over everything? Why are you yelling? Like, I get weird comments sometimes from people. But, yeah. I don't know. It was just, I mean, obviously, like, people's views on, you know, playing games or watching people play games has changed a lot. Like, it's entertainment. It's cool. There's been talks about a new Mario and Luigi's Partner in Time game for the Switch. Probably not, because I thought I heard the studio behind it, like, closed down. I don't know for sure, but I think I remember hearing that after, oh, what was it? They re-released... Was it Partners in... No, not Partners in Time. That's number 2. Bowser's Inside Story, I think it was? I don't know. I've only played Partners in Time, or that's the only one I've beaten. I played a little bit of the first one. I didn't like it. Isn't it technically owned by Nintendo? Yeah, but they aren't developing it. I just remember thinking that was sad. It's like, you know, they went through all of this and, you know, all this to, like, make this remake of a game, and then they just close down. That's always sad when that happens. Remember the salt in my comments anytime a Pokemon died in your Emerald Nuzlocke? The risk is the whole point of the challenge. You just can't win. That's something I really don't miss about Nuzlocke, is having to deal with the comments, because, like, if nothing dies, oh, it's so boring, nothing's happening, and people just skip to the end and see nothing dies and they just go on. It's like, okay, why bother talking? But then if something dies, it's like, oh, well, you should have done this, you should have done that, why didn't you do this? Okay. I don't miss that at all. I mean, you know, it's human nature, I guess, but yeah. Well, I do walkthrough, like, videos for the Diamond and Pearl remakes. Honestly, I might do them that way for my website, but for like if we do end up doing like, you know, a throwback series for YouTube proper, it's just gonna be lighthearted. It's gonna be more just having a good time, like not super detailed. Like in all reality, I'll probably do 2 series for it, one Pearl and one well, Shining Pearl, and then the main one for YouTube will be Brilliant Diamond. Have I done a Deathless Nuzlocke? I have. I'm not gonna say which one, just not to spoil it, but I think I actually did 2. I think one was a Wedlock. I should say which one it is on, though, or one of them, because it just backs up my thoughts. Website will be free on the website, or is there a paywall? I'll pay to support you, but didn't know if that's a thing. No, absolutely not. So, yeah, first of all, something really important to me is I do not want to, like, charge for stuff on my site. Like, that's just really important. You know, I want my videos to be free. I want all that stuff to be free. The only thing I really want to offer people that support like through Patreon is like an ad-free viewing experience. Maybe like beta testing stuff, we'll have to see, but like I don't want to hold back my content. Like I don't like that approach. So what I mean when I say you know, 2 separate series, like I could release both of them publicly, or I could just release the, let's say, Shining Pearl as an unlisted series and just embed that on the pages on my walkthrough, because I do written walkthroughs for my website. And those are really, really good. But what's nice about them is having it so every page has a corresponding video. Kind of like I did for the Sword and Shield series, but not how more of a playthrough, like a Let's Play style would be, where it's like you might go through several areas in a single video, which is harder to scroll. Or it's harder to like have that work well in pages, like for a walkthrough. That kind of makes sense. So that's why if I did 2 separate series for that, and then either release one publicly and just, hey, ignore this, everyone, it's fine, or just unlist it. Like either way, it's fine. 10 p.m. Oh man, I stay up so late. 10 p.m. is still so early for me. But I'm more of a night owl anyway, which is fine. Just look forward to playing them. Yeah, that'll be nice. Like, honestly, I still stand by the fact I didn't need them, and originally I didn't want them, but I love the originals, and you know, I'm still looking forward to playing them. Like, that's really what it boils down to. They might end up being bad. I mean, you know, I'm definitely not like gonna be so jaded to just be like, oh, it's fine, or not even jaded, but just, you know, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'm looking forward to playing them. It'll give me something to do, which is nice. And, you know, it'll bring back the nostalgia, which is wild. I know a lot of people felt similarly on Oras, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And, you know, that was really nostalgic to a lot of people. Like, Ruby and Sapphire, they really weren't as nostalgic to me. Like, I played them, but that was kind of more of like, not like my finest Pokemon years. Whereas Diamond and Pearl, they really were. They changed my life. I mean, literally, they changed my life, which is crazy. I honestly could not think of where I would be without those games, which is pretty wild, but it's true. I mean, you know, there was a really great Twitter trend kind of going on, like, you know, name something that, you know, without being specific or without using, like, you know, marriage or discovering religion or something like that. Like, what is something that was a big life change for you that kind of seems mundane? And, like, for me, it would be buying the Japanese versions of Diamond and Pearl. Like, that literally shaped my life because, I did that and that helped me write a walkthrough, because I could read a little bit of Japanese. So I had a Pokedex and walkthroughs ready to go, because there was, you know, like 6 or so months between the US release and the Japanese release. So I had all the stuff done and ready to go when it came out in English, and that just, oh man, that was like the best decision. It's just crazy. So I honestly can't think of where I'd be if I didn't do that, because that changed so much. So yeah. I just had to get Diamond and became such a hardcore fan. Nice. Want to use all evolutions on one playthrough of the new games? Well, that could be fun. Do you think a Pokemon game with the pixel art of Octopath Traveler would be better than the 3D games? I don't know if it'd be better. I think a lot of that's subjective, but my personal hope is if they decide to remake Black and White, I would love it if they did an Octopath Traveler style, like HD 2D kind of look to it, because those games had some of the best sprite work in the entire series, if not the best. I mean, the battle animations had so much character. Everything just looks so good. And I miss those days. I really do. So it would just be great to see them kind of, I don't know, go back to that, except have like the environment look a lot nicer. I think that'd be really great. But that's just my opinion. I think it could work well. But those would be the games I'd love to see them with the most. Like, I wouldn't necessarily want to see it for everything, but I feel like those specifically would be cool. Also, what could be interesting if they do remake Black and White, I wonder if they would also remake Black and White 2 in, like, the same game. Like, have it be all part of a package. Because that would be sad to remake Black and White, but not Black and White 2? You know? Or they could have it as like a DLC or something? Like, I really don't know, but... Oh yeah, I'd love to see different art styles in general. That's why I'm really glad that the Game Freak is letting companies like Bandai Namco and... oh, what was the one, well, whoever's doing Diamond and Pearl, I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but I mean they're open to that, and I think that will be a lot better than, you know, them getting bogged down with everything. That's just kind of my thought on it, because they used to be very protective about their stuff. But I think they've realized, you know, it's such a big media franchise that it's a missed opportunity not to have, like, a bunch of different games for different tastes, too. Don't want remakes to become a tradition? Yeah, I agree. DLC for what? For, Black 2 and White 2. Like, they could have that be an extra thing. If they remade Black and White. That's really the thing. I'm not saying add it to, like, Sword and Shield or Diamond and Pearl. I'm just saying, like, you know, if they make an HD, 2D HD, like, Black and White remake, that would be sick. That'd be sick. Yo, how's it going? Josh, the 4th gen gamer, how you doing? Had to go for 1 minute and I'm like, what's going on here? Yeah, we were talking HD, or 2D HD remakes of Black and White. How that would look really cool with, like, a sprite style, because those games had fantastic sprites from back in the day. And, like, I don't think we need that to be, for Diamond and Pearl, for instance. Like, their sprites were pretty good, but, you know, I don't think they were at their peak. Whereas I feel like Black and White and Black 2 and White 2 really were. Those are really cool. Yeah, apparently, like, speaking of 2D HD, like, they, not related to Pokemon, but they're doing a version of that for Dragon Quest III, which is just crazy. Like, they've remade Dragon Quest III so many times, which is really funny, but it's also such an iconic game in Japan, which is really cool. I actually just got done, or no, I'm still playing it. What am I talking about? I've been playing it on my iPhone. I haven't played it in the last, like, week or two, but it's been cool. Like, I have Dragon Quest 1 through 6 on my phone. I got them when they were on sale. It's like, well, I'll always have something to play while I'm on the go, which is kind of nice. Yeah, no, I hope they fix the Diamond and Pearl, the Sinnoh for the remakes. I think they will. I honestly do, because they're gonna have to. I don't expect them to have every Pokemon in it, or at least the original 493. I think it's gonna be an enhanced Platinum Dex, where they will add things like Sylveon, add like the Reggies to the actual Dex. Like, I don't know, that's just my thought. Playing games other than Monster Hunter? Yeah, imagine doing that. Who would do that, Watson? What are my thoughts about Sonic Colors Ultimate? I never really played the original, so I don't have much thoughts on it, but I know a lot of people liked it, so I guess that's good. Favorite Pokemon type? Probably... I'm not entirely sure. I really like grass, I really like normal, and I also really like water. Like, I like Pokemon in all of those types. I like normal because it's kind of boring. Kind of like me, in a way. Yeah, I think you're probably right there, Heartbeat King, that they probably wouldn't have compatibility. Like, let's say they add things in Diamond and Pearl, or, you know, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, that aren't in Sword and Shield. Like, I have a feeling like it'll be a let's go kind of case where you can put it in home, but you can't transfer it unless it's present in Sword and Shield. So it'll probably work that same way. That's why I'm not getting my hopes up. I mean, it'd be cool if they patched it in, but... Yeah, what the heck is up with that Xbox fridge? That thing's nuts. Like, I saw a picture of it on my Twitter, and I thought it was a joke at first, but apparently it's real? I think it is. Yeah, they're probably going to be adding fairy types to the remakes. Like, I would fully expect that. So that's why I think they're going to expand the decks a little bit. It won't be a perfect remake of Diamond and Pearl, which is fine, It's real? Oh, man. That's crazy. Couldn't tell if Microsoft was memeing or not. I mean, it got a lot of slack because when they first revealed the Series S and Series X, like, everyone was saying it looks like a fridge. So what do? They make a fridge. Smart. Pretty silly, actually. I haven't really watched any of the E3 things. I've just been kind of... Like, I forgot it started... Did it start today or did it start yesterday? Well, I thought it was starting Monday, so... But it's always exciting to see what kind of stuff pops up, you know? Xbox fridge is the new Xbox. I bet you can play Skyrim. I was about to make a joke like that. Yep. That would be great if you could play Skyrim on your fridge. Like, I'll say unironically, but I mean, I guess that is kind of ironic because it was a joke. It's on everything. Did they share anything about Elder Scrolls 6? I know that they showed a release date for Starfield, and I know Elder Scrolls 6 isn't coming out until after that. Well, let me close TCGO. We're done here. Oh, geez, don't open up your Xbox. Don't do that. And don't try to put your Monster energy drink or whatever it is you're drinking. Don't try to put that in there. That wouldn't be a good idea. So that's what I look like. Yeah. No, I've only had like, I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Like, it's not been a mystery. That's fine. I guess not everyone's seen every video. But I started doing like face cam stuff in 2017? I believe there was Elder Scrolls news. I mean, that's understandable. Like, obviously I'd like to know more because it's like they teased it and then it's just nothing. It's like Pokemon Sleep. But yeah. I would like to know more. I mean, that's really it. Like, I'll be patient, but, you know. If you're gonna tease something, you kind of gotta keep up with it. That's what it boils down to, you know? I feel like if you're expecting news on something that isn't, like, even announced, like, you just kind of know it's in the works, like, you know, before they tease that, it's like, where is it? I want Skyrim 2! You know. But yeah, once you kind of announce it, it's like, come on, show more. Can play Skyrim on a hacked Samsung fridge? It sucks. Oh man. That's pretty funny though. I don't have a smart fridge. I don't really know why you'd need one. I mean, does anyone have one that they really like? Like, I don't even have one that has, like, the water dispenser thing. I think that would be kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like, that's something that would just break down, so why do I need that? I could just get, like, a little water filter for my faucet, like, because that's the thing. The more technology there is, the more it's gonna be pain getting it fixed, you know? At least that's how it always seems. Oh, nice. Glad you like my series. It's cool. The one where you touch it and you can see what's inside, as if you can't just open it and see what's there. Yeah, that honestly seems just like, why? The only thing that would be cool with that is if you could, like, do that from your phone. Actually, that would be a pretty decent use case. Let's say you're out grocery shopping and you don't remember what you have in your fridge. Weird problems to have, but, you know. So you connect to your smart fridge to see what's inside of it. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. That could kind of be okay, but other than that, I don't see why you'd need to press a button and look inside of there. 1.4 means so much of your Terraria outdated. Am I willing to do a new series with 1.4? I'm not. I love Terraria, but I think that series there is what I'm willing to make. Like, it's been out now for what, a year. 1.4, I think. And I just don't really want to kind of go back to doing another series. A lot of it still applies true, though. Like, a lot of the basic concepts and stuff. Like, I know it's outdated for sure, but, you know, it at the same time, it's like, I'm just not Gonna do it. But again, I love Terraria. It's a lot of fun. I've been running Marriland for like almost 20 years now. Like the website, yeah, I started that. It's almost been 21 years. I've had the domain since the year 2000. And I've been working a lot behind the scenes. I have the big update coming really soon. That's gonna be cool. I can't wait for winter for the new games to come out. You need a new Pokemon game now? Yeah. And then there's gonna be another one right after that. That's crazy. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, it's been so wild. Like, what's been kind of going on the past several years is like I had to restart the website essentially from scratch. So there's a lot that I've just had to like redo and get things going again. But it's really cool to start seeing it like get back there. And like I've been working on this big update for literally a year now. And it's so close to being done. And then once it's done, I can get back to work on like bringing back the walkthroughs. Like I'll write them over. I'll do all sorts of stuff. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, my guess is you probably found it around the Diamond and Pearl era, or maybe a little bit before then, because that's really when it took off. Like it was just a pretty small site before then. Like, you know. Well, that's awesome to hear, Rob. Yeah, I've made a big like focus of that over the past like few years. Like it's something I want to bring back. It's something that was really important to me and a lot of people, and it's something that I feel like I can do really well. It's just a lot that goes into it, that's for sure. Did I have to pay for the domain name for my site? Yeah. Yeah, I have to pay for that every year. And all the other ones too. I have a bunch of like Marriland related domains. My favorite is just mara.land. Which right now I think it takes me to like an old site, but like a temporary one. X and Y was the height of your Pokemon career? I have a lot of fond memories from that era too. That was a lot of fun. Because that was when I did a lot of like streaming and stuff. That was kind of like the era where it was around for Nuzlocke, because like Black and White wasn't solely on that, because I started doing the Nuzlocks in 2012, so just before X and Y came out or were even announced. Does Blaze still have the old site but with the name changes? It's Curse, I think, is the one you're thinking of. They had the fire though, like that was their logo. But no, I think so they were really amicable. I mean, that's something I definitely feel very appreciative of. Like we had an amicable split, and that was why they changed the name. They spun it off to Azuraland, in case any of you remember that period. So then I could still keep using the Marriland name. I'd still be in like their YouTube partner program and stuff like that, which I still am, which is fine. And you know, there wouldn't be like any issues or drama, so that worked out really well. Like they didn't have to do that, but they did. But I think Azuraland, which was kind of like the branch that had everything, because there wasn't anything I could do with the content after they added it, like after I left in 2015. So it didn't really matter to me. So it was the name I was concerned about, and eventually having like the domain name. So I had it redirecting for like a year or two, but then I think it was 2017 or 2018. I'm like, you know, I want to rebuild the site, and I can do that now. So I did. But yeah, that was fine. Like I think they could have handled that in so many different ways, and I really respect how they did handle that, because, you know, they didn't need to, but the site can live on, which is cool. Who's my favorite Pokemon? It's Meryl. I spent hundreds upon hundreds of hours just utilizing maybe 20% of the total pure information. Oh man. Yeah, a lot goes into it. I mean, so much of it right now is like the back end, like working on code for the site to do cool things and stuff. Like, oh, this IV calculator here. Oh, let me turn off mobile view. Here's a look at something going on right now. I was showing this a little bit earlier, but we have like an IV calculating tool that we're working on for it right now, which is pretty wild. Hearing your historical take shows your character as well. Oh yeah, I mean, you know, that's something that, like, I fully understand could have been the end of Marriland, like the end of the Marriland name. Like, honestly, they probably had the rights to do that. That's kind of how it went. And I'm just really glad that they decided not to and were really good at working with me on that. And, you know, which was great because, I mean, you know, if you look at it from their perspective too, like, that way I'm not going to try to turn the community against them or anything. Like, you know, if they just try to do that and be like, oh, we're going to keep it anyway, like, anyone on the forums or in the community is going to be like, wow, I don't want to support them, you know? So, I mean, they got a good deal about that too. But, yeah, it, I definitely want to give them credit because I know how business can go and that, you know, they were smart about it. They're like, hey, you know what? That's fine. And especially because I was willing to give them essentially the content is just the name, because that's why I did like YouTube and Twitch streaming then at the time. So but yeah, this is exciting. Like I'm super excited for this. And just getting a bunch of stuff back up on it as well. What I'm working on right now is the advanced Pokedex search here. I need to upgrade it. I'm getting so close. If any of you want to see like what the data coming out of this thing looks like, I think it's in here. No, I think it's in here. Give me a moment. Just want to make sure I have the right thing. This characteristic affects stats. It doesn't affect stats, but it can be used to help narrow it down. Because whatever the highest IV of any of your 6 stats is, it will have to be, like, the last digit of that determines what characteristic is shown. So it's kind of weird, but it can help narrow down some results. In fact, I think we can do this here. Let me go back to this in a moment. Oh yeah, if you want a data overload, I'll show you in a moment. All right. So, for example here, I think I can recalculate this. So if we change it to likes to thrash about, that's going to confirm this HP, or this attack, to be 31. Because it has to be, like, the last digit has to end in 1 or 6. And it also has to be the highest IV. Or if it's, like, if multiple are at that, then it doesn't need to. Like, in this case, it could theoretically be any of the ones that would line up with that. So, like, for special attack here, I don't remember which that is. Oh, well, that's not gonna work. Okay, yeah, mischievous. So this would be either 26 or 31. So it's narrowed it down to being one of these two. So it's not like a confirmation, but it can kind of help tell you, hey, that's something. Okay, so the advanced search thing here, right? This is going to be really powerful. And I'm working on having it load up this table. I don't think it's working right now. That's kind of what I was in the middle of. But what's cool is this is what it actually looks like. Like, when you press a button, this is what you get back from the thing. And it's like all this information, all this data. But what's really cool about this right now is this search is showing you anything that has HP that's greater than 100, like base HP greater than 100, that also learns the move light screen. So I'm trying to work on like an API kind of thing that will handle that. But what's really cool is, let's say we can find anything with HP that is between Snorlax and Wailord. How does that sound? So I have a way to do that. I think it's like this. Snorlax. Give me a moment. Because eventually I want to have it so you can search by Pokemon. I think that'd be really cool. Instead of having to, like, remember what everything is. Hopefully this works. Yeah, look at that. So, I guess it's just Snorlax and Wailord. I guess nothing else has that, right? What's something with even more HP? Alright, what about Blissey? So see, I know it might look like just a lot of text and stuff, but like, if you kind of look at it, you can see, oh, okay, so this is showing anything that matches there. Like, you can see Chansey, you can see Wobbuffet would have that. I mean, this isn't pretty, but this is the result of, like, everything else. So ideally what will end up happening is it'll all show up in a table here that will kind of look like this. So it will narrow it down, which is really handy. Yeah, so that's what I've been working on. I'm super excited for it. Grew up watching my playthroughs, especially the black and white and black 2 and white 2 ones. Nice. Yeah, I'm still around. Definitely still around. I don't really do videos like as much nowadays, but my main focus now has been working on the site. But I'm really excited. Like, it's almost back to being like really good. This big update has been just it's been a lot of work, but after I get through that, like, everything else will go much quicker, and that'll just be really nice. So that's cool. Loving your Eevee evolution playthrough at the moment. Nice. Would love to see another playthrough or something. Like what do you mean, like now or like in the past? Like, I know right now it's kind of a transitional phase. Like, I did go back to do the Diamond Adventure, but that wasn't like originally part of the plan, but I felt that was important. Oh, in the past. Oh yeah. What did you want to see back then? I mean, I'm sure I missed a lot of stuff, but I had a hard time finishing a lot of series too. Such a good era for YouTube. Yeah. I miss the old days. I miss the old days. All right, I should probably get going now that I've kind of shown some of the stuff I've been working on. I spent, what, almost an extra hour. That was fine. I don't mind at all. I just felt bad. I didn't really have much to talk about, so hopefully it was a nice, chill time. But yeah, we'll do this again next week. We should have more that was, you know, announced at like E3 to talk about. Probably some more news there. I'll have more updates on the progress on the site. I think we'll make a lot of progress this week, which will be good. But yeah, if I had to recommend a playthrough, what would I pick? Like, for a game you're looking to play, or like a series of mine? That's what I'd like to know. Because I really don't know. I know as far as like Nuzlocke kind of style stuff, the Black Wedlock's still a favorite of mine. I really enjoyed that. The Gold Nuzlocke was a lot of fun too. Otherwise, like some of the more recent stuff I've done, I was really proud of how Super Mystery Dungeon and, well, I guess that's not really recent, but Super Mystery Dungeon and Rescue Team DX turned out. Like, I think those turned out really well. So those are definitely like ones I'm proud of. So I don't know if you've seen them or not, but I'd say they're even fun to rewatch. Otherwise, I really don't know. Like, there's so many videos. I keep forgetting how many I've made. It's just crazy. Oh yeah, I know that Carrillo's watched that. I think it's probably more of a rewatch thing. Which can sometimes be fun, like going back and rewatching something. Like, even if you know stuff happens, like, there have been so many times I've forgotten what happens. Oh, nice. Yeah, Rescue Team DX is great. I really enjoyed it. Magma Cavern is rough, though. Good luck with that. Alright, well, anyway, that being said, I am gonna head on off, but I will see you next week again for June. So for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be doing this on Sundays at 3 p.m. Central Time. And hopefully I'll have my streaming issues figured out. That's so weird, so... But I'd probably just need... It was probably like a Windows update that, like, messed something up. They always do that. Alright, anyway, that being said, I hope you have a wonderful week coming up. And I will see you next week, everyone. Oh yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.